Welcome to maths class. Today we are revising triangles lesson question number 1. In given figure, triangle ABC is right angled at B and BD perpendicular to AC. If AD is equal to 4 cm and CD is equal to 5 cm, then find BD and AB. This is BD and this is AB. These two we have to find out. So when we get it as a right triangle, we have to think of Pythagoras theorem, and we are going to use Pythagoras theorem in order to get two sides of right triangles. So by using Pythagoras theorem, in right triangle ABC, we can write what is AC square is equal to. AC square here equal to AB square plus BC square. That is, in right triangle ABC, AB square plus BC square equal to AC square by Pythagoras theorem. Okay. That is, substitute now AB square plus BC square is equal to AC we have 4 plus 5, that is AC, equal to 9. AC square is 9 square. Therefore, AB square plus BC square equal to 81. Let it be equation number 1. Okay, now let us see the other two right triangle. They are ADB and also BDC. In both these right triangle, we can apply same Pythagoras theorem. So we are going to consider in right triangle ADB, right angle is here, so hypotenuse is AB square, that is equal to AD square plus BD square. So we can write it as AD square plus BD square is equal to AB square. Here also when we substitute, we'll be getting it as AD equal to 4. So we have AD square is 4 square plus BD square is equal to AB square. 4 square is 16, as you all know, and just to continue this step, we are getting it equal to AB square. So 16 plus BD square is equal to AB square. Okay, let us mark it as equation number 2. Similarly, we have to consider the right triangle BDC now. That is, in right triangle BDC. Okay, right angle is shown here. So BC is the hypotenuse. BC square is equal to BD square plus CD square. Here you can see in the figure, BC square is equal to BD square plus CD square. Okay. Now let us substitute, that is BC square equal to BD square you do not know, that is to be found out, plus CD square is 5 square. So here we have to write the reason again. In both the case, it is by Pythagoras theorem. Here also by Pythagoras theorem. Always you have to write the reason. So BC square is equal to BD square plus 25. Okay. Now compare these equations 1, 2 and 3. Equation number 1, you can see AB square plus BC square. And don't you see in equation number 2 what is AB square? So this AB square is given in the equation number 2 and BC square is given in equation number 3. So these two equations, instead of AB square and BC square, we have to substitute in equation number 1. So instead of AB square, it will be 16 plus BD square plus, instead of BC square, it is BD square plus 25. So we have to write it comparing equations 1, 2 and 3. Equation 1, 2 and 3 we get AB square. Instead of AB square, you are going to write 16 plus BD square plus, what is BC square? It should be BD square plus 25, that's equal to 81. Okay. Now let us add this to BD square plus BD square, 2 BD square it is. 16 plus 25, isn't it 41? Okay, 41, that's equal to 81. So 2 BD square is equal to 81 minus 41 become 40. So BD square is equal to 40 by 2, it is equal to 20 we are getting. BD square is equal to 20. Factors everybody knows. 4 into 5. Okay. 4 5s are 20. Therefore, BD will be square root of 4 into 5. Root 4 is 2. Root 5. So, 2 root 5 centimeter is our BD length. So, we got BD length now. Next step is getting what is AB. So where do we get that? AB we have to find out in equation 2 we have, that is 16 plus BD square. BD square already we have found out. Therefore 16 plus BD square equal to AB square. That is considering equation number 2. Considering equation number 2. Equation 2. Let us write it once. 16 plus BD square is equal to AB square. Okay. So BD square already we know it is 20. 16 plus 20 equal to AB square. Okay. What is 16 plus 20? We have 36. Isn't it 36 equal to 6 square equal to AB square? Actually we know it is plus or minus 6, but as it is the length we consider only positive value. Therefore our AB will be equal to root of 6 square become 6 centimeter. So both the values we got now. Whatever is asked, that is BD and AB is asked. So AB is equal to 6 centimeter and BD equal to 2 root 5 centimeter. So it's very simple, just application of Pythagoras theorem. Second question, in figure angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and triangle NSQ. We can see NSQ triangle congruent to MTR triangle. So we can shade it. It is easy. If you shade it, you will understand. Triangle NSQ. NSQ is this triangle, the green triangle which you have. It is NSQ, that is congruent to MTR. MTR. So this is MTR. Okay, these two are congruent. Congruence meaning everybody knows. So size and shape. The sides, corresponding sides will be equal. Size and shape will be the same. That's why we say that these two are congruent. If they are congruent, it is understood. Here NSQ, you can see NSQ triangle. Here you can see angle 3. NSQ, for which angle 3? MTR. MTR is congruent. So angle 4. This angle 3 will be angle 4. And already given angle 1 is equal to angle 2. By using this we will be able to prove triangle PTS. PTS, this is the triangle, first triangle, similar to PRQ. PRQ. It can be proved very easily. Let us see the steps. Okay children, here we have seen triangle NSQ congruent to triangle MTR, that is given to us in the question. It is there, that I have written already. And angle 3 is equal to angle 4 by CPCT. If these two triangles are congruent, corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles means here it is SQN. SQN angle equal to TRM. TRM, that is angle 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, that is given to us. Now see equation 1 and 2 they are. Now in triangle PST, consider triangle PST. Some of the angles we know. Angle P plus angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. Okay, that is angle sum property of triangle. Similarly, when we consider PQR, in triangle PQR, angle P plus angle Q is actually angle 3, plus angle R, that is angle 4, it is equal to 180 degree. That is also angle sum property of triangle. Okay, angle sum property of the triangle. Now when we compare these two, we can say that these two are equal. Right side equal, therefore even left side also equal. So we will write it as they are equal. This is how we can write. On both the side we have angle P. So here we have seen angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Okay, angle 1 plus angle 2. Is that angle 1 equal to angle 2? It is given to us. Since angle 1 is equal to angle 2, this 2 is equal to angle 1 itself. Angle 2 is equal to angle 1. 3 is equal to angle 4. Isn't it 3 equal to angle 4? That is CPCT from the given congruence. 3 is equal to angle 4. Here I am getting it as 2 times angle 1. So here I am choosing 2 times angle 3. For which we have to write angle 3 plus angle 3. That means 3 is equal to 4. 4 I change as 3. 2 I change as 1 from equation 1 and 2. So here we have 2 times angle 1 is equal to 2 times angle 3. Okay. That means angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. It's a very important point. When you see the figure, you will understand. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. That is, in triangle PST or PTS, in the question you have seen, triangle PTS, you have angle 1, PRQ, in that angle 3. They are equal. We have proved. Then we have already angle P common for both the triangle. Angle P is equal to angle P. It is common for both triangle. Therefore, we can say triangle PTS. This is triangle PTS for which angle P is there. For PRQ also angle P is there. Then angle 1 is equal to angle 3. 1 is of PTS and angle 3 is of PRQ. That is how triangle PTS similar to triangle PRQ. It is by AA similarity criterion. This is how we can prove that these two triangles equal. On the similar, these two triangles are similar. We are proving triangle PTS similar to triangle PRQ. Let us see the third question. Diagonals of a trapezium PQRS intersect each other at the point O. PQ parallel to RS. PQ equal to 3RS. PQ equal to 3RS. Find the ratio of areas of triangle POQ and ROS. POQ is this triangle. Okay. ROS is this triangle. These are the two triangles. We have to find the ratio of areas of triangle. So, don't you remember the theorem? That is, ratios of areas of two similar triangle equal to ratios of squares of corresponding side. So, in order to say that, first we have to say these two triangles are similar. That is, triangle POQ and triangle ROS are similar, we have to say. If two triangles are similar, ratio of their areas will be equal to ratios of squares of corresponding side. Let us see that. Already we have PQ equal to 3RS. Therefore, we can write the ratio PQ by RS. Take this to left side, become 3. 3 is actually 3 by 1. This ratio we got. Okay. First, we have proved PQ by RS equal to 3 by 1. We will be using it later. Here we have PQ parallel to RS. Therefore, these alternate interior angles are equal. So, they are alternate interior angles. That is angle SRO, QPO. Okay. Similarly, these vertically opposite angles are equal. Therefore, we can say that these two triangles are similar by AA similarity. You can see AA similarity. First one is, we are considering triangle ROS. This is POQ. For ROS, we have ORS angle equal to angle OPQ. And vertically opposite angles are also equal. Therefore, by AA similarity, these two triangles are similar. Okay, let me mark it as 1, 2. Here it is 3, 4. Okay. So, consider triangle POQ and triangle ROS. As it is given in the question, triangle POQ and ROS. POQ is this triangle, POQ. In POQ, angle 2 equal to, in ROS, it is angle 1. Reason here is alternate interior angles. Okay. And also we can say PQ parallel to RS. And then we can say 4 is equal to 3. Angle 4 is equal to angle 3, vertically opposite angles. Therefore, we can say triangle POQ similar to ROS. Triangle ROS. This is by AA similarity criterion. AA similarity criterion. Yes. If these two triangles are similar, ratio of the areas of both of them, that is area of triangle POQ by area of triangle ROS equal to, here we can take the ratio as PQ by RS because PQ is corresponding side, RS corresponding side of the other triangle. PQ by RS whole square it is, or separate square also we can give. That is area of triangle POQ by area of triangle ROS equal to PQ square by RS square. So PQ by RS we have 3 by 1. 3 by 1 whole square we have to consider. 3 3s are 9 by 1 square is 1. So required ratio, that is required ratio equal to 9:1. Let us move on to question number 4. In given figure, AD is the median of triangle ABC. Be careful, AD is the median. That means D is the midpoint of BC. And A is given as perpendicular to BC, forming a right angle. Prove that B square plus C square, B is the side AC, B square plus C square is equal to 2P square plus half A square. Here you can see A, BC is our A. Half A means as this is the median, DC can be half A or BD can be half A. So how do we prove that? Already a perpendicular is there. Let us consider ED as X. This length ED as X we will consider. DC will be half of A. Similarly, BD also will be half of A. First we will consider right triangle AEC. AEC. Here our idea is to prove BC square plus B square plus C square. So what is this B? B is AC. Therefore AC is a part of right triangle AEC. First we will consider right triangle AEC. We will use Pythagoras theorem and find out what is B square. Similarly, in the next step, we will find out what is C square. That is in right triangle AEB. Let us do that. Consider right triangle AEC. By Pythagoras theorem, we can write B square is equal to H square plus AEC we are considering H square plus this is a half A actually. Okay, ED plus DC, that is our EC. So AE square plus EC square it will be. EC square means, so let me write it as EC square itself. B square equal to H square plus EC we have to consider as X we have plus a half A, that is our EC. X plus half A whole square. Then EC square we are getting. B square is equal to H square plus, open the bracket, using A plus B whole square. We have X square plus half A whole square will become 1 by 4 A square plus 2 into X into half A. It is like 2 into A into B. We can cancel like this. We are getting it as H square plus X square plus, here we have AX plus 1 by 4 A square. This is our B square. We are getting B square is equal to, B square is AC square actually. We are getting B square is equal to H square plus X square, H square plus X square plus AX plus 1 by 4 A square. Here again this H square can be found out. In the answer we don't have H. So in order to remove H, we are considering right triangle AED. In triangle AED, H is AE and ED is X, AD is P. Therefore, what is H square means? P square minus X square it will be. So instead of H square, I'm going to write P square minus X square. That is from right triangle AED. P square minus X square. That is our H square. Then plus the rest of it I am going to write plus AX plus 1 by 4 A square. We can cancel this. We are getting B square as P square plus AX plus 1 by 4 A square. Let us mark it as 1. So B square we have found out. Next let us find out what is C square. How to get C square? So we have to consider right triangle AEB. Let us consider in right triangle AEB. Here we have C square is equal to BE square plus H square, that is AE square. So what is BE? Is it BD minus ED? BD minus ED. Look at BE. BE is BD minus ED. Whole square it will be plus H square. Okay. So H square already we know. What is our H square? H square is P square minus X square. H square is P square minus X square. Look at this. H square equal to P square minus X square. So BD minus ED. What is BD? BD is half of A because BC is A. Therefore BD is half A. Half A minus ED. ED value is X whole square plus P square minus X square. Okay. Now we will simplify. This is equal to half A whole square is 1 by 4 A square plus X square minus 2 into half A into X. It is like A square plus B square minus 2AB plus P square minus X square. Okay. So here we can cancel this 2. getting 1 by 4 a square plus x square minus ax plus p square minus x square. Minus x square and plus x square getting cancelled. We are left with the 1 by 4 a square minus ax. Okay. So now we got equation number 2 also. Okay, in equation number 2 we have 1 by 4 a square minus ax plus p square we have. Okay, so both we got b square as well as c square. So let us write the left hand side. We have b square plus c square. That's what we are going to write. B square is p square plus ax plus 1 by 4 a square plus, here b square over, now comes c square, 1 by 4 a square minus ax plus p square. Minus ax and positive ax getting cancels. We are left with the p square plus p square is 2p square plus 1 by 4 a square plus 1 by 4 a square become 2 by 4. 2 by 4 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 a square. So we have reached the answer. You can see b square plus c square is equal to 2p square plus half a square. Hope you understood. Bye.